Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm One Vexy Guy, and today I wanted to do a video talking about the Peace of Mind, one of the new 540 pulses that is available with the Witch Queen, or with Season of the Risen actually. In the background you're going to see some gameplay on Cauldron there of the last Iron Banner. It was a monster game for me where we went 41-0 with a 41 KDA, which is unheard of for myself. Okay, and just real quick before we get into the video, it's a little bit of housekeeping. It's been a while since I put out a video. It's been like a month, so thanks for hanging in there and waiting for them. Honestly, it's been really tough to find time with work and personal things, and then also it's I'd like to be playing a lot more than I have been editing, so it takes a while to edit these videos. So we'll hopefully rectify that situation right away. Also, on top of things, is that we got a new intro screen there. Was made up by Banshee, gentleman in my clan. Awesome work, man. This is really good. Looks really great. He's from the best clan in Destiny 2, Love Trigger. So, just a little plug there. And finally, I just recently got diagnosed with COVID. So if you hear some coughing or some, whatever, and I can't edit it out, just bear with me, okay? Okay, so the Peace of Mind pulse rifle. It is a 540 pulse rifle that sits in your kinetic slot. So it does have direct competition with one of my favorite pulses, which is the Time Worn Spire. And sometimes it's really difficult to pick which one you want to use, but we'll go over that later. It is craftable, which is really cool because you can put together some really cool perk combinations, especially with the enhanced perks, which is something we'll go over also. However, bear in mind that you do need to find 5 of these bad boys, 5 of the red bar ones, and finish them up in order to be able to craft them. And I've been playing a lot of Destiny over the last little while. A couple hours, about an hour every night on average. And I've got to say that I haven't been able to get 5 of them. I've currently got 3, and so I need 2 more so I can craft my our perfect roll. That being said, the one that I'm using here in the background, it's almost perfect. So it has corkscrew rifling, it has a reload masterwork, so 2 perks that are not very good. But then the other 3, it has high caliber rounds, which you really need in this weapon, has a high heating up and elemental capacitor. The elemental capacitor is a beast on this weapon because as everyone's using Void 3.0, that stability is nuts, right? So the perfect roll for this weapon, in my opinion, I don't know if you've seen a lot of different things all over the place that are saying that perpetual motion or enhanced perpetual motion and enhanced elemental capacitor are the way to go. But for me personally, it's going to be arrowhead break in order to get that recoil direction as close to 100 as possible without using a counterbalance mod. So then you can use full auto on it, because that's great, right? With 540, sometimes I can't click the button fast enough, right? So what ends up happening is I'm not getting the full efficiency out of the weapon. So with the arrowhead break, you don't have to necessarily use a counterbalance mod. If you do, you hit 100, no problem. But you can use full auto and not have those, weird shots going on. I find sometimes even with my roll here, because I have full auto on this, I just said, forget that, we're just gonna go full auto. And I find sometimes I miss some easy shots, or sometimes, especially if they're just out of range, I will, not hit all my headshots, right? So arrowhead break is kind of a necessity for this weapon, if you ask me. High caliber rounds, also pretty much a necessity for this weapon because it is such a fast hitting weapon. The flinch from that is amazing. Really throws snipers off, throws hand cannon users off, things like that. And help you win those duels, right? And then for me personally, I'm a big fan of heating up. I think that even in 3v3 modes, heating up is huge because people do generally sit clumped together. And especially with the enhanced heating up, is you'll get a longer time with the heating up perk active. And when you have that active, honestly, you're hitting headshots all the time. Like I find it makes it a lot easier to use. And then enhanced elemental capacitor, of course, especially when I'm using a void class. If we're not using a void class, maybe using an arc class. We'll see how, or solar class, when arc or solar 3.0 come out, we'll see how it goes. We might switch over to a moving target roll if we're still using this kind of pulse. But that to me is the perks that you need. And then I would say you need a reload. That's what I got right now. You need a range masterwork in order to really get the the most out of this weapon. Oh, and I mentioned earlier that the weapon is craftable, and I should also, because I have been grinding a ton of it out, should let you know where you're supposed to get them from. I say supposed to get them because I've been grinding this area out, and I have not been able to get one from it yet. However, Season of the Risen has PsyOps Battlegrounds, and with PsyOps Battlegrounds, at the end of it, you get those two chests. You know, the one chest you get regularly, the other chest you have to spend some currency for, and you're supposed to be able to drop from there. Where I've been getting them from is actually buying them straight up from the war table. When you go in there, you can purchase specific weapons with some risen umbral energy, and some, I think you need an umbral engram, and you might need a couple of legendary shards. Just a small amount of currency. However, with those things in play, you can specifically buy a piece of mind and have a chance. I don't know, no idea what the odds are. I've gotten one this way, where it comes up as a red bar. You can also, as you level up your seasons pass, if you bought the seasons pass, you get a chance. I think it's like level, mid rank up through 30 to 50. I'd say you get a node that says that a piece of mind in particular can drop at the end of playlist activities, so like a crucible, gambit, vanguard strikes, things of that nature. And then there's also, that's actually been helping me because it dropped one time out of a crucible match. And trying to think of anywhere else you can get them. I think that those are pretty much it. So you just gotta keep on playing and hopefully get it from one of the PsyOps battlegrounds. Now, that being said, when you get those insights for the season, if you get the and you go and you get the nodes that you can, the upgrades you can for the war table, definitely get the one that says that the first item you buy for every week starts as a red bar weapon or a red outline weapon, because then you can purchase a piece of mind and guaranteed to get at least one per week that's red barred, right? Or red outlines, so you can get a craftable one. Also, I've had pretty good luck, RNG, I assume, with the node that lets you, or the upgrade that lets you get your risen umbral energy back when you spend some. And actually from one of those, I was able to get my third red outline piece of mind for it. So that's kind of interesting, just different ways that you can get it. Now, the next thing I want to quickly talk about is its direct competition, which is Time War Inspire. And the reason why I personally have been using the Peace of Mind over the Time War Inspire, and why I think that it's just a little bit better. So don't get me wrong, Peace of Mind is amazing, right? And it is one of the only 540s that actually has scopes. So you can literally reach out to like almost 50 meters if you get a proper roll. You're talking about scout rifle territory with your pulse rifle, right? However, what I find really interesting, the main differences between the Peace of Mind and the Time War Inspire are that instead of using a scope and being, only doing like, okay, I'm going for straight range with my Time War Inspire, you can actually get, with Arrowhead Break, you can get way better recoil direction, as we discussed on earlier. So you can definitely put the full auto retrofit on, which means that you are increasing your efficiency with the weapon overall. And also with it being craftable, you can get the perks that you want right away, right? It's not just a massive grind. But even if you have the perfect Time War Inspire like I do, I still find that with the base zoom of, I believe it's 19 with the Peace of Mind, that your overall experience is just better with the Peace of Mind. It already has like an opportune right zoom, and then that with the high caliber rounds, and then with the other perks that you have, which are also quite good, a lot of neutral game perks you can just even pick up. You don't have to craft it, right? I find it is a better pulse overall. So the only time that I would really use a Time War Inspire over the Peace of Mind is, let's say we get a map or playing Trials of Osiris and it's something like Bannerfall or Widow's Court, and because I am a pulse rifle aficionado, if I said that correctly. I am a pulse rifle main. I love the dad rifles, right? But if we're out there and there are people using snipers and scout rifles and just abusing that back territory, abusing the map, then with longer ranges, then instead of having the damage drop off with a Peace of Mind, I might use the Time War Inspire over that in that specific instance. Because I do have a Time War Inspire with Move and Target and Rampage. So anyway, that's my review on the Peace of Mind. I think it is a great weapon. Actually, if you stuck me this long, you'll see what I did just there. At the end of your Crucible matches, swap your weapons out for your red bar weapons, and before you get the rewards on the side, and you'll get, I think, like 33% of the weapon completed at that time. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.